This is part 2 of our Link Between Worlds video series, and right off the bat here, we're going to meet the main big bad of the
antagonist
game.
of the game,
Yuga.
Well, I guess you always meet the antagonist pretty early in the game.
Or at least you get a glimpse of them, if nothing else.
But I just love meeting him right here in the Sanctuary. I don't know, the music playing right now. I mean, it just gives it like a bad feeling.
And I like the music. You're going to hear that a lot through this game. Because
we always talk about that in Zelda games.
Yeah.
Like, people like different things of Zelda games.
Yeah.
And like we're both very big on the music in Zelda
for
games.
Sure. And it just sounds like it's an organ playing in a sanctuary.
Yes, it sets the mood. It sets the mood of the particular scene or area that you're in.
Yep. Now, I will say, right off the bat here, Yuga talks about how she wants to find, what little...
It's a he.
Sorry, yeah, he. I will probably make that mistake a few times, and I apologize. But he says that he's out to find, the beauty and steal the beauty and perfection in this world. And my first thought when I first saw this, I was like, well, that's kind of a little corny for a theme. Or for a reason.
Yeah, like I said, when I first saw trailers, I wasn't sure how the pain thing was going to work, and then right here, it kind of built on that. I was like, I just don't know how this whole concept, it doesn't really make that much sense at all. But
it ends up coming together very well.
Definitely,
I will say. But we talked about this a little bit before we started recording. Yuga right there says, "Her Grace will be pleased." And
I don't know who Her Grace is. And that we won't talk about. We're trying to try not to spoilers in case you haven't played through this game.
Yeah.
But it could be somebody later on. But I'm just really because we meet Ganon, which is in almost every actually not. That means there's a lot of Zelda games he's actually not in.
Yeah.
But I just didn't understand who Her Grace was in this game.
It's a nice little piece of foreshadowing to make you think there's something bigger going on than just Yuga. A really nice touch I liked there was when we ran into the wall, other than Yuga kicking us out of the way.
I actually did think that was kind of funny right there.
I did too. But when we first run into that wall, when Yuga merges into it, it plays the death sound effect from A Link to the Past, the womp womp.
Yeah, I did like that.
And I just thought that was a really nice little and I'm not sure if that's the same death music as this game.
Well, I don't die in this game, so I really don't know. I never died in any Zelda game, so I don't know what the death sounds like, to be honest with you. So I'm just kind of going on what you're saying right now.
Gotcha.
I really don't know what you're talking about at all. Death in Zelda? I don't know what you're
Never heard of that. Speaking of little things that we love, how about Majora's Mask being on the wall there?
And I remember when we first saw that, when they showed it in the trailer. Actually, I don't know if they showed it in the trailer or not, but
maybe in a screenshot or something.
One of the first things you noticed was Majora's Mask, and a lot of people were like, does that mean there's going to be a remake of the game? And just actually recently, we had the Majora's Mask remake come out. So I just like how they kind of hinted that right there.
Me too. It kind of makes you wish you could pick up the mask, though, and do something with it.
You can get behind it. You can later on, you can kind of merge onto the wall, which... People know that happens in this game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right here, this character, I absolutely love. Going along with the music again. I love the music that goes along with him. But just, he plays a very important part in the game. But I love his, playful, colorful character.
He really is. I like his little bird companion.
I don't. It takes your weapons if you die.
But we don't die, remember?
That's true. That is true. That's true.
But yeah, Ravio actually is he's a very light-hearted guy. He just calls you Mr. Hero and he just seems to be joking around.
I'm not sure about him selling himself up though in our house over here. And why would you let somebody that's wearing a mask stay in your house?
I know, it's that's an invitation to get robbed.
Right? Yes, exactly.
And not know who robbed you.
Well, if you let anybody stay in your house that you don't know, it's an invitation to get robbed.
That is it.
It wouldn't be hard to find this guy though.
Yeah. No, not in that outfit.
You can't. Yeah, exactly.
Just look for the bunny ears. I mean, that's
yeah, exactly. But I mean, he's just a really cool character. He reminds me of that character. It's not the same character, but in Mario, there's those levels that have that fast purple bunny.
Yep.
That he's very similar to.
And when this game first came out, some people were asking that question, is there some layover there?
Yeah, correlation between those two.
Correlation. Yeah, that's not layover. We're not flying anywhere.
Yeah.
But the correlation there.
You're the vocabulary guy, but I got you. I got you right here.
I'm a few beers in already. but
the vocabulary goes down.
Yeah. I think even the Nintendo people came out and said that it was not meant to be.
Yeah. Somebody completely different. Somebody completely unique.
Yeah. And a good character at that. But that little flying guy, he's cool until, you mentioned a second ago, he will come and get your stuff if you die.
Yeah, yes, And like I said, we'll be actually renting items from here a little bit later on.
Not too far off.
Yeah, not too far off. Actually, it might be. We actually had to rent something from him before we go to the first dungeon. But just a very helpful character in the game.
He is.
I mean, at least we'll be going back to him very many times.
Before we even get anywhere near that first dungeon, though, we're about to hit one of my favorite scenes here in the beginning.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot where we're going in the next part, and so it's kind of just babbling on right there.
Yeah. But we're actually going to go to warn Princess Zelda about what Yuga has done. And you mentioned this, and I didn't even think about it, but when we were running through that courtyard there, you see all the guards training.
Yes, I absolutely love that, man. It's just, just like, as cinematic, that kind of just made the area stand out a little bit more.
It makes it feel a little more real. Like, these these guards are out here training their butts off. So.
And that's what they were able to do with their technology, just add little things in like this that probably wasn't able to do with Link to the Past.
You get more stuff going on the screen and everything.
Now we didn't have Impa in Link to the Past, did we?
No, she didn't get introduced until Ocarina of Time in the order the games came out. Obviously not in the time.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the timeline there. I was like, well, Link to the Past came after Ocarina of Time.
Now here was my first thought when I saw Impa, though. The way her kind of face and nose looks, she looked a lot like a Rito from Wind Waker.
You know what I think she looks like? I think she looks like the granny in Skyward Sword.
That could also be.
Which is actually, isn't that Impa?
Which is who Impa
is.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess that makes a lot of sense now that I mention it.
It does make sense.
I love the way Hyrule Castle looks in this game.
It looks beautiful.
This main room right here, just the central hub right here.
Yep.
It's got these beautiful panes right here. Just love this whole place.
And I
love this whole game. I just love the whole game.
We are going to be gushing over this game quite a bit. We were big fans of it when it came out. But the one thing I was not a huge fan of when I first came in Hyrule Castle, and it gets fixed a little later.
Yeah.
They changed the music.
Yeah, you love that music.
Oh, I love that.
Especially
Hyrule Castle
love the
theme.
Link to the Past Hyrule Castle music. And like I said,
we get it a little later, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's only right here in this cutscene.
I think so too.
That we get this music, but I actually like it because coming in this room, in this grand room right here, it actually felt like you were mean royalty.
It feels regal.
It feels real, yes.
Yeah.
Or whatever you
Regal.
Okay. But I'm sure. Fine.
There's my vocab coming back for me. So.
But now you told me threw me off. But the music.
Yeah.
The music also goes along with that. You feel like you're mean royalty with the music also playing in the background.
Yep. And I do like how they put these paintings here and it explains some of the backstory. Obviously, if you're a longtime Zelda player, if you've played Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, you know this story. It's just telling the story of how Ganon found...
But more specifically goes into what happened in Link to the Past.
Yeah.
This is a story, it's a story overall in Zelda, but it's also focused down on what happened in Link to the Past.
You got to remember, Link to the Past came out,
92, man. Yep.
God, that's been a long time.
I was only 2 years old at that time.
Right.
Plus a couple of years. Give or take a year here and there.
But it is nice, though, that they put this little scene in here that you could kind of get caught up.
And I love that picture right there.
That is pretty
Link
awesome.
going to Triforce and his sword up.
Yeah.
Love it.
Zelda's fawning over him right there. You got the sages all in the
background. I didn't know Zelda right there.
Yep.
And there's actually 7 of them. Good detail, Nintendo.
It really is. I mean, that's that detail they can put in.
Now, here's something do you actually have to read those paintings to get Impa to come out here to bring you in?
I think so.
I think you do. I wasn't sure about that the first time. I kind of just stood there for a while. I was I guess I'm supposed to read all these.
Although now that I think about it, you might be able to have just walked up the stairs and tried to go through the door.
I don't think you can, because I think I tried that.
The guard might stop.
You know me in reading, I just
it just doesn't happen.
Give me the video. I just want the video, So I think I actually just tried to run right up there, but I don't think you can get through.
For as much as I didn't like them changing the Hyrule Castle theme right there, this version of Zelda's Lullaby is fantastic.
It is really good.
And this is just feels like Zelda.
Well, I mean, this is the first time we mentioned music so far, in this video series. So let's go and talk about it again.
I'm sorry, it's just it is a big thing. It's a big thing in any Zelda game, of course.
I love the throne room and just the way the throne room looks right here, and I'm pretty sure it's the king's throne, maybe. But Zelda, I guess she's the princess, so she could probably sit in it.
Do we even actually meet the king in this one?
No. A lot of Zelda games are like that, and a lot of Zelda games we don't meet the king. I mean, think about what game have we met the king? Minish Cap, there's a king.
We saw the king in Wind Waker.
Yes, in Wind Waker.
They mention the king in Ocarina of Time, but
we never see him. I mean, other than Wind Waker and Minish Cap, I can't think of any other games where we meet a king.
No, there's not many.
I kind of wish there was an element that they added.
Yeah. Because he was very important in Wind Waker.
Actually, didn't you have him in Skyward Sword? Because that was Princess Zelda's father. So it had to be the king.
I don't know if it was...
In Skyward Sword.
Was she even a princess?
It was that Kappa Gobota. Yeah, I had no clue. Yeah, okay, I had no clue how to say his name. I was close.
He becomes an owl later on, apparently. That's all I know.
Yeah, but in Skyward Sword, I mean, I think that's... Well, actually, in Skyward Sword, I don't think it's a king.
I don't think it is either.
I don't even know it's Princess Zelda. I'm wrong game. Different game.
But the main point of meeting Zelda, we warned her of the danger, what happened to the girl in the sanctuary, and we got the Zelda's charm.
Which would become later on the Pendant of Wisdom.
Which, of course,
we didn't have in Link to the Past, too.
Yeah, so. Any veteran knows
actually, it's been in a lot of games, so...
Yeah. Anyway, this will go ahead and wrap up part 2 of our Link Between Worlds video series.